Hey guys, okay. I don't know. Hopefully, I didn't wear this. Sorry, the thumb is in the way. I hope I didn't wear this. But anyway, so. Ooh, look at that. The hair. Anyway, sorry, I'm looking ratchet today. So I started my new class. It's individual psychotherapy and counseling with Carl Rogers. And right now, I'm working on a paper that. Excuse me if you hear Iron Man 3 in the background. But anyway. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will just, for now, I'll just start doing videos when I'm working on my homework because it seems like it should be an automatic thing, like batching tasks together because I can't seem to do it on my own. I wait till I'm like absolutely perfect to do things. So, let's see what's going on. I've been following like some kind of like Christian bullies or something online where there's this fight about like somebody took somebody's layout on a shirt. That's why it's important, y'all. If you got some artwork or anything, copyright that stuff. Please do. Just copyright it. Because it doesn't make any sense, that you don't copyright it. My mom's an artist, and so, like, when she did, like, all of her artwork or anything, she always copyrighted it. I mean, not to say that people would not unknowingly or knowingly use your stuff, but it just helps out in general. I mean, like, I'm not good with legal matters, but I just thought about it. It's sort of like when you give somebody your novel and you expect them to like not copy anything. And you also would expect Christian people not to steal other people's things. But that doesn't matter because we're human, we're sinful, we do things that we shouldn't do. But I mean, I would tell you about like who it is and like y'all could go watch it if you really wanted to know, but it's not really a big deal. It's just sad that Christian people do that. They take other people's artwork, which doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, and here's another thing. Christine Kane. I cannot stand Christine Kane. I'm sorry. There's women ministers that I cannot stand. She's one of them. She plagiarized somebody's story and took it on as her own, but she didn't want to repent. So it's sort of like, hello, like, why do Christian people like steal things? Like, why do they steal things? But anyway, going back to like, I've been watching this thing for like probably like a week or two, or I've been following it's a guy that I follow him on Facebook too. But it's just sad that Christian people take the opportunity to steal things. Like, it seems like your witness should not be effective anymore because you steal things. You sneak thief. But anyway, so I got on the other girl's, she's called the Standard of Truth podcast. If you want to look it up, you can look it up. But, she was like, oh, well, they're just words and everybody else has it out there. It's the same thing. They just added BC. It's like book, chapter, and verse in context. There's already like a website on it that already has like a t-shirt with it. And so she was like, well, ma'am, like you don't know anything. And I'm like, so I got back at her and I was like, well, okay, ma'am, to you too. But I said it looked like a true crime podcast had exploded on it. Because it's in red. Like, who does that? So anyway, just my focus is like, as Christian people, we should be careful about plagiarism, copyright, just protect your stuff. I mean, because like people later on are like having this discussion about, well, you took this from me and this is mine, and well, you need to copyright. It's sort of like when my dad started his business called the Joshua Group. So my dad had Joshua Group as a counseling. Sorry, it's no longer, it's when he was here in Tulsa. It doesn't matter now. But anyway, so he got like this letter from this person saying like he had stolen Joshua Group. Dad had already named it and everything. So I don't remember what happened after that. But it was just so weird because, like, how do you fire me? Why would you sue me? What's going on? You know, so my thing is, if you have something that you treasure, you're working on, you've got a project working on, copyright it. Because if somebody comes back and says, well, you did this, you already have proof. And I guess I'm learning with this from the guy that I've been watching, Seiko Woods, is that it's better to have your things copyrighted. Just do it because, I don't know, you worry about plagiarism. I don't know. It's like I think that was just was bothering too, is that Christian people should act differently, but we're sinful. We do things that are stupid. Excuse me, I'm about to snort. But no, I was just like really shocked because I guess he didn't copyright it. I don't know. But like the problem is that the other person that he was working with stole it from him and sold it as his own. But he never, like, when people were buying merchandise from that guy was kind of taking his artwork away. So, you know, I think it's sad. But, you know, I don't know. I think Christian people should be definitely different. And sometimes we're not. And sometimes we act like we're above the law. Like we point out everybody else's sin and we do it well, doing it well, but we don't watch out for our own self. You know, it's like, well, I'll just do whatever I want to do. And you're like, why are you doing that? So, yeah. I mean, it would be the same thing, you know, just ethics. You know, we have to live a life with ethics. You know, it just... Yeah, you have to live a life of ethics, you know, and being upright. Like, sometimes I don't want to tell the truth about things. Like, I prefer not to have conflict. Like, if my life was perfect, I would have no conflict. I hate conflict. I don't know if it's because I'm an introvert or I don't know how to fight well. Like, I will just be like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to do anything. I would just, like, I would rather be quiet. So, you know, it's just like, I don't want to, you know, ruffle any feathers. And except my problem is, like, I never ask questions. I mean, like, everybody else, I'll be like, ask all these questions. But for me, I'll be like, okay, that's it. Not doing it. So, but yeah, I guess you do. You have to. I would just say protect whatever you're working on. Make sure that you have receipts, you have copyright. Because, you know, people are so worried about copyright lately. I remember when I worked at Walmart and, I don't know, today just became a copyright week for me. I'm sorry. But I was just thinking about how, like, when I worked at Walmart and people would, they take pictures and they bring the pictures to you to develop, right? Okay. All right. Good. So then when you ask them to sign a copyright form, you know, stating that, hey, I'm quite aware, blah, blah, this states that this is this person's artwork, people would get mad. And they were like, I don't have to sign a copyright. You're making it my life difficult. And I'm like, okay, let me ask you this. I would say, so you wrote a design, right? And they're like, yeah. I was like, so can I use your design? And they're like, no, you can't because I did it. I said, this is why you sign a copyright, so that person can get credit for it. So if you want your own credit, you better sign it. People don't understand, like, credit. They feel like, okay, it's mine, let me do it, you know. It's the same way if, like, if you're getting married and you have pictures And, you know, you're not giving credit to the photographer. That's not fair. Like, if, you know, if I use a picture from my friend, she takes a picture of me, and she's taking me a bunch of pictures. Maybe she did a photo shoot, and I don't give her photo credit. It looks like I took the picture when I really didn't. It's not fair. It's not right. It doesn't matter if you're Christian or non-Christian or whatever. You need to, like, give people credit where it's due. Don't take it on your work. You know, and I hope that people that do this, that God gets them back. You know, it's just like, I wish God would get you back, or karma or whatever, get you back soon. Because it's not fair. It's not nice. It's not about... That's how you get sued. That's how you just, you know, get your life messed up. But, you know, I just find it amazing that people don't care about other people. They care more about what they want, their immediate pleasure, their immediate whatever, you know, or I'm trying to get back at you. Or it doesn't really get back at you. It's kind of like, yeah. You know, but I was just thinking about that. But, like, I'm probably going to do a video about Christine Kane and her plagiarism. But it just bothers me that people take things that are not theirs and make it their own. I mean, it's like if I ask my mom, hey, Mom, I'd like to use this on something. I want to at least have her name credited on there. You know, like, hey, I'm using my mom's work on my artwork, my book or something. But, you know, it was just like, I can't believe that. It's just been a big deal. And, yeah, it's the worst. The lady's like, she's terrible. But I didn't know what to say. I think I said something smart back. Because that's all I could think of. Like, she was like, ma'am. Like, you're dumb. I'm like, no. You are, and I said, and they were still using the same block art, which was hilarious, because I was like, I mean, I would at least made it a puzzle, like, you do book, chapter, book, chapter, verse, and then, like, something in the side in context, there you go. I was like, hey, I could do it better, I could have made it like a puzzle or something. But it looked like the same. I was mean. I shouldn't have. But I was just like, it doesn't look any different, baby girl, you know. So, yeah, you just have to be really careful about how you use other people's work. And, I mean, it's the same thing when I write a paper. You know, I freaked out because my last class, when I finished it, I thought I had forgotten to credit Arthur in a paper, and I was like, oh, Lord, did I do it? You know, because I've written so many papers when I was at ORU that I've gotten in trouble for plagiarism. Like, I was taking a swim class. I'm going to confess. It's confession time. So, I hated swimming. I hated the teacher. She was mean. But anyway, that's beside the point. The point was that I did it late at night. I added, like... Because what I was planning on doing was at the end of the paper, I was going to do references. So I was going to put it on the end. But nope. Instead, I had a full passage of what was in there. You know, because I was tired. It was late. And I was like, I was having trouble finding answers because I think what I forgot to do is buy the book. I should have bought the book. Or maybe I bought the book. I don't remember. I might have bought the book and threw the book away because it was just like, So anyway, the teacher, and I couldn't even tell my mom about it because I felt embarrassed. I felt kind of stupid. And, you know, but anyway, she was like, it's a white lady, so when I came in there for her to talk to me, she was like, I'm going to turn you in for plagiarism. And I was like, you can't do that because I wasn't trying to do it on purpose. It was late at night when I wrote it. She's like, I don't care. I'm going to turn you in. But thankfully, she didn't. Instead, she just flunked me. I'd rather be flunked than getting Like, I don't know I don't know if I took her, I don't know what I did. Because I think I wound up taking her class again. I don't know. I can't remember if I did it again. I don't think I did. Because she was a heifer. Sorry, I called her a heifer. But I don't remember if I took her. I don't know what I did. Because I blanked out. That class was like 2012. But I think I took it again, actually. I really do. I have to go check. But that time, I think I made like a C finally and got out of her class. I think she just like got rid of me. But I should have used a medical condition for Ray not to be in her class anymore. That would have been better. I think that would have been. But anyway, it's just important, like, if you get accused of plagiarism, you use somebody else's work, you need to give them credit. But yeah, I don't know what made me decide to talk about plagiarism. Like, I thought it would be one of those serious moments, but yeah, but it's sort of like just being ethical in general. But Christians should be careful about plagiarism. I mean, I don't think you go to, I don't think God be like, I can't use you, you fool, because you plagiarized something. But, it's just, you have to be careful. And people don't. But yeah, that's the biggest thing is, like, just be careful about plagiarism. I don't know why I decided to do a thing. Anybody want to know? I don't know why I felt led to talk to you about plagiarism. It just bothers me. I think that's why I get scared. Like, when I use somebody's work, I try to give them street cred or whatever. It's like, that's not mine, that's your work. But anyway, this lady, the standard of truth, was like, I'm original and everything, and I use this stuff. And I'm like, you are not original. Neither are your homies original. You steal things. You sneak thief. So don't be a sneak thief. Oh, and before I forget, whoever is the 32 subscriber, please let me know who you are, so I can mention you in my next video, because I want to at least give you like a prop for adding on. But I don't know, sorry for doing a whole thing about plagiarism. So just be careful, keep your receipts of anything, like, just to make sure that you get backed up. I think from now on, I'm going to learn that whoever I have a conversation with and they accuse me of something, I have proof, hey, this is what happened. I don't know. I don't know what made me decide to talk about plagiarism. It was just like a thought I thought about, and I was like, wow, plagiarism is terrible, y'all. Just don't do it. Don't do it. But anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe. Glad you listened to my weird thing about plagiarism. I don't even know where it came from. And that was not my intention. I was just going to tell you what's going on in my life, and I just did that instead. That's it. Thank you for sitting through a weird video. Have a great day, and have a happy Sunday.